wellness for over 20 years. I absolutely love it. So let's get started. Um, First of all, I have to share a funny story about my husband. It was about maybe 3 years ago. He goes into the doctor's office. He's like, I just can't see. I literally can't see. I don't know what's wrong. I used to be able to read close. I could drive just fine. Everything's blurry now. And the eye doctor, he's like, you have AGE. He's like, what is AGE? And the doctor's age. It's your age, dude. You're getting old. And he didn't really like it. None of us want to get old. We want to fight it as much as we can, right? We're like, this is no fun. I want to be fit and strong and healthy and all of the things. So that's why we're kind of here today. Sometimes we were doing things right and then it changes. Like what we were doing isn't working, or maybe we didn't realize how important our health was until we started noticing some changes. And the reality is people are getting sicker younger and younger, and we want to help you to fight that. So if it's the belly fat bulge, low energy, brain fog, eye strain, energy drops, bone density problems, muscle fatigue, like we want to help you to try and fight that. So if you have something specific that you are coming here for, that you are hoping that maybe we can address, please make sure to drop it in the chat. Like, what is 1 to 3 things that if you could improve in your life, that's a concern or a goal, please go ahead and drop it in the chat for us, because very soon I'm going to turn the time over to Bonnie, and she is going to go over some of these things. So stick tight, and go ahead and drop your things in the chat for me, because here are some more statistics that I want to share with you. As we start to age, AGE, we all are going to get it. Our muscle we start to lose our muscle. So around the age 30, if you are 30 or older, say me in the chat below, you lose 3 to 5% per decade of bone density, of muscle. And then bone density starts to decline at age 35. So up to 20% loss. And then, up to that 5 to 7 years after menopause, you're going to continue to lose. So that's why there's always this fear of, oh my gosh, don't let anybody fall. They're going to become all, brittle and break. And that can cause a lot of problems. So we also are going to talk about our mitochondria. Those are the little energy builders inside of our cells. That's what helps keep us going. And you get 10% decline on that per decade as well. So there's a lot of things that we're going to talk about today that we want to help you try and fight. These are things statistically that will happen. It doesn't really matter how much you had tried, well, it does matter how much you try, but we're all trying, right? Like we've all got the memo. We all heard the things that we're supposed to do, including eating whole foods, getting our exercise, muscle resistance, weight-bearing exercises, drinking our water, and getting plenty of sleep, right? But the reality is we're all on different playing fields in that. We can't do better until we know better. And then we also slip back. I kind of thinking about this earlier. I'm like, it's kind of like religion. You can be sitting next to somebody in church your whole life, and you're still both on a different path, and you're both at still different levels. And that's the same with our health and our eating. But the idea is that we want to just keep getting better and better at it, but we're also going to slip back sometimes. And that's exactly what happened to me in the spring of 2024. So about 18 months ago, I suddenly found myself really sensitive to light. My eyes were hurting. I was so fatigued, even though I had been working out, that I couldn't finish my workouts, and I'd come home and take a nap. I'm like, what is going on? Now, thankfully, I really listened to my body, and I'm like, I'm going to go to the doctor and get some blood work, and I'm also going to listen to my body. I mean, I could not even walk up the steps without my heart racing. I was fearful of getting in the pool with the kids that summer because I wasn't sure if I was strong enough to get out. Blood work, great holistic health practitioners, and I found out that I have Graves' disease. So I slipped back. I had been doing so well with my health, but then environmental or health wise or nutrition wise, or I stressed my body, or it could have been hormonal changes, the rules changed, right? And that happens to a lot of us. The rules change. And so we want to give your body every single fighting chance to help be able to process and balance if things change or when things change. So I'm really excited to share with you that I am doing so much better. I'm back to exercising. And while I was going through my recovery process in the summer of 24, I was introduced to peptides. The peptides I was introduced to, though, were the injectable peptides. They cost roughly $500 a month. It was only one peptide. And that was not sustainable to me. So I felt very, very blessed when soon after, like just a month after, these powdered peptides were introduced, and I was able to get my hands on them to continue on my recovery, but not hurt my pocketbook as much. So I'm excited to have Dr. Bonnie Schnautz share more about the science and research behind these peptides so that you can understand why they're working so well. So Bonnie, I'm going to turn the time over to you. Bonnie, we can't hear you, honey. You're muted.
I'm muted, so I was quiet. Thank you so much, Denise. I love hearing your success story and your diligence in your health. So, congratulations for that. You're doing a fantastic job. And, as Denise alluded to, things do change in your life. And for me, I want to say pretty drastically when I hit 60. That to me was when everything changed. I felt before that time, honestly, I felt pretty invincible. I just had just energy just all throughout the day. I was doing fantastic. Now, that wasn't the story when I was in my 30s, of course. I really came full circle and I healed my body of just about everything from allergies, asthma, hormonal imbalances, with strictly with changing to whole clean food. So, haven't had to, I'm 64, no medications, no over the counters on a regular basis, just really been able to do extremely well until I hit 60. So, here's my wisdom for you. For those who are not there or not even close, start today to do the things that will support your body. And as we looked at the some of the statistics of what happens when you age, like one of the statistics was about NAD levels. And NAD levels are so important for two reasons. It's your energy production, and that's the one thing, honestly. If there is a universal condition that I hear about all the time from women and men, it's energy and lack of energy and fatigue, number one, without question. So, energy production is key. And that's one of NAD's key roles. And the second one is repair and anti-aging. So, I mean, there's really not else you could ask for, right? So, because after 40, we start seeing slower metabolism, and that's when that NAD's declining, and fatigue, and brain fog, and hormonal imbalance, and very slow recovery. And like I think Denise talked a little bit about, you hear a lot about once you fall, like have like, we always say somebody fell and they broke their femur, they broke a hip. A lot of times their bones have shattered, literally. It's not that they're falling necessarily, it's that their bones are that weak. So with that, we want to support that. And one way we can do that is with the peptides. And this is a lot of information, but here I'm going to simplify it. This is my role, is just to put it in layman's terms. Peptides are natural messengers that tell your body what to do so your body can work smarter and not harder. That's it. Okay. So with that, I'm going to start out with one of our flagship peptides, which if there's one that I could recommend that every single person take, it would be our FIT. Because of the increased muscle. And again, the short condensed version of this is it boosts recovery and overall strength so you can perform better. Isn't that the goal every single day so you can do better, whether it's you're working out, going to work still, if you're taking care of grandchildren, whatever your role is, your purpose, we want to be able to do that with that, that higher performance. So it does also reduces inflammation. I had chronic low back pain constantly. And this magic little packet that tastes like Tang that you can put in your water, and I take it faithfully every single morning with one of the hydrated products. Um, this is what will improve bone density, NAD levels, right? Anti-aging. We talked about the two key components of NAD and recovery. So taste delicious. Highly, highly recommend this one without question. This is why I always put it first. If you remember nothing, if you're not sure which one, take Fit because it makes a big difference in your life and your health. And it synthesizes protein at 4 times the rate of conventional protein drinks. So that's a lot of bang for your buck in this tiny little packet. Tastes like, kind of like I said, kind of tastes like Tang. So the next product is for those that mentioned their belly fat is their biggest challenge. So this targets visceral fat, bottom line, and it helps curb cravings. I think that's for me what I really recognized. And it helps balance your appetite to quiet the food noise. So that's for some people, they see results fairly quickly. Others, it can take months. So we don't really know what's going on inside the body. So what I recommend is that you give it plenty of time because you will see a difference, like I said, in the belly fat and in your cravings. Like who doesn't want to curb their cravings and quiet that food noise? And I also wanted to say, just we don't need to go back to the slide, but one of the very important things with Fit is that if you or a loved one is on a synthetic GLP, those injections, that they're 40% of the weight that they are losing is in muscle. Muscle is our longevity muscle. When you start losing muscle, that you are, that's escalating your aging process. So it is absolutely critical that you include Fit if you are taking those. But I think, again, everyone should take them. So, okay. And next, as I talked about hydrated, why is hydrated key? I talk about this all the time before this product was even introduced. We have to have minerals. And I always say, eat your minerals. You get those from fruits and vegetables. It's better than drinking plain water because plain water is stripped of minerals. So many men and women overconsume water, which depletes minerals. It stresses their kidneys or other organs. So more plain water is not better. We have to have those minerals. And this is made with coconut water. There's no better electrolyte, in my opinion, than the fresh green coconuts that are available for us and to have those in our body. And again, the amino acids are critical for, especially for those of us over 40. Again, no artificial colors, flavors. We're using solar sea salt instead of the like a lot of them like Element. Those will use table salt, and they're the balance of the minerals, which is the sodium, potassium, especially the sodium in some of them are way out of alignment. So don't assume because they're marketing it as something healthy and safe that it is. So highly recommend. This comes in 2 flavors. Again, mix it with water. There's grapefruit and tropical, both delicious, and you can mix them with some of your other products as well. Okay, and next we have Energized. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is my dessert after I eat lunch. So Fit has a little bit of caffeine in it, and I am caffeine sensitive. I have absolutely no problem with either of these products. That it's from whole coffee fruit. So it's a very slow, sustained, and it actually supports your cortisol levels. Most caffeine, whether it's an energy drink or coffee or green tea or black tea, will have the opposite effect. And I know green tea is healthy, right? But still, the caffeine levels sometimes can negatively impact other functions of the body. So, this is what I use after lunch as my dessert. It tastes delicious and it truly gives you that boost after lunch, because that's when most people will crash. So again, bottom line, physical energy delivers clean, sustained energy that supports hormone levels. Focused. I don't need to say much more about this. Who put in the chat, how many of you need better focus, more focus? Unfortunately, our little devices here have destroyed our ability to focus for the most part, yes. So this has a blend of nutrients. Phosphatidylserine is, if you don't understand that or know anything about it, I have been taking phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylserine for a long time. And so when I saw this product had that in there, I was like, this is a high quality product. I won't go into all the details, but what this does, sharpens concentration and provides mental clarity so that you can stay productive and stay in the zone to get more done. How many of you want to get more done? Again, I swear, as I age, I'm like, why? I feel like I'm walking through quicksand. Can anyone relate? Like, why can't I get things done at the rate I used to? Very frustrating. So again, what this is, it's these little pills, just like you can see in the image there. So 1 to 2 capsules a day, depending on what your needs are. And lean is the same. They're capsules. I didn't mention that. So, okay. And next, I'm going to take a sip of water while we're changing slides. Calm. How do I use Calm and what does Calm do? It promotes relaxation, it provides stress relief so you can unwind, reset, and it also helps your sleep. Now, we do have a sleep product now, but this is also a supportive product. I carry this with me everywhere. If anyone would, I'm not saying it will stop a panic attack, but it would support someone that's having high anxiety. If you're in traffic, I like to take this because it kind of brings me down a notch. I don't have to worry about it's not going to make you groggy or feel like kind of loopy. I mean, none of that. It just, this and focus together, I say it closes all the tabs that are open in my brain. And a lot of times I have a lot of tabs open at the same time. So I love it for that. How you to use this is it's direct to mouth. So put it right in your mouth, and your tongue is where I like to use it. However, if you'd like to take some warm water at night or anytime and make a quote tea, now don't use boiling water because we don't want to destroy the nutrients in it. But this just has a few simple ingredients like L-theanine and GABA. And GABA, if you had like a transdermal GABA will stop a panic attack. That's why I said this is great to keep available at all times. Always carry this with you. So again, you can make calm tea at night is a lovely way to wind down. Okay, and oh goodness, our new favorite shining star, restored. Okay. My story with this, if you would have asked me if I had sleep issues and if I was going to take this, I probably would have said no, not really. I don't have sleep problems. I sleep anywhere from 7 to 9 hours a night. However, I had noticed and it was very subtly over the years that I was waking up not very refreshed. I wasn't popping out of bed. I was really hanging in bed way too long. And I thought, you know what? When this product comes out, I might just try it. I don't really need more sleep. I'm thinking, how much more could I sleep? I don't really typically wake up at night. So I thought I was good. However, what I recognized when I started doing the research, and this is a fantastic book, Why We Sleep, if you want to grab this, excellent read. But what happens is that I, number one, recognized I wasn't dreaming, which means I wasn't getting quality REM or deep sleep, which is where sleep is where your body heals and repairs and is restored. If you are not getting the REM or the deep in the proper amounts, those things are not happening. I don't care how many hours you sleep. And if you're on a sleeping prescription pill, you are not getting, it's a sedative and you are not getting proper sleep. It literally prevents that from happening, from that deep REM sleep. So we know statistically, you can see them here, deeper sleep, more REM. My REM and my deep sleep doubled from 1 to almost 2 hours. Most people take one. We recommend you start with one for the first 10 days. If you feel it's not doing what you're not getting that quality sleep yet, then you can go ahead and increase it to two. But with anything, I always say, always start out low and slow. Let your body get acclimated to it. A lot of people want to go all in and think they're going to get fast results, but that's not how supplements work. They work with your body. They don't do things to your body like over the counters or prescriptions. So feeling more restored, I could tell immediately I woke up more refreshed. So yeah, it supports deep sleep, REM sleep, and you will wake up feeling restored so you can conquer the day. Who doesn't want to conquer their day? So
I love that. And I have Bonnie had such my mother has had such amazing results on Restored too. And I know many of the people that we've put on it have like Fit and Focused are my favorite, personal. And then my mom is on the Restored. My mom has had a couple strokes and it's been 3 years and she still struggles with her words. She still feels a little off balance and things like that. And I am telling you, I was like, Mom, I talked to the scientist that made Restored just like a week ago in person. And I was all the things that he was saying, I was like, Mom, okay, just try this. Because she's really leery to try new things too because of the strokes and the blood clots, right? And I'm like, Mom, I really think you should try this. So instead of sleeping maybe 4 hours a night, she's sleeping 6 to 8 hours. If she wakes up, she's able to go back to sleep now, where before she'd wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and stay up all night, y'all. Stay up all day, all night, take a nap in the afternoon again. So she is talking better. Her balance is better. She is way less moody. She's happier. Um, yeah, so I can't, I'm just raving that one from the rooftops.
yeah.
So
Yeah, restored. I could go on and on with clients. I had one, her husband had not slept for years, literally had not been sleeping. And she said, "Oh my gosh, can I get more?" And this was when we were in beta, before it launched. She's like, "Can I get more of this? I don't want to run out." And so she ended up buying an extra box. And I said, "Well, tell me how long did he have to take it before he got those results?" And I knew she'd only had it for a couple weeks. She was literally like in 2 nights. Like it was that quick for him. So
yeah,
pretty
my
amazing.
mom's
Not
is
everyone,
my
yeah.
mom's is quick and it keeps getting better.
Yeah, be consistent. Like I said, not everybody's going to get results that fast, but like I said, we keep hearing them. Great for kids. One of a friend of mine, she just posted about her boys who, one of her boys who was not sleeping. So don't be afraid again. Just safe, natural products. Nothing that you have to be concerned with in these products.
Yeah.
So okay, so the products come in what we call collections. So what collections are is it's a collection of the best products that work together. So if you're looking to get fitter, leaner, get rid of that belly fat, the hydrated supports the efficacy. It increases the efficacy of the fit and the lean. This is why it's paired with this. I think everybody needs a good electrolyte, a high quality electrolyte. So that's why we put those together in a collection. And then we have energized, focused, and calm. We call this mind and motivation. So if you need help with any of those, like most of us here, we take not all of them every day, but most of them every day. The calm I don't have to take every day. Probably I should, but it's one I love having that one on hand. So again, you save money, you save shipping. And there's just so many benefits. And again, on the fourth month, you'll save 10% on our subscribe and save. And it's a very simple subscribe and save. You can change, you can cancel, you can, switch up the products. It is not anything difficult like some companies make their subscribe and save very difficult. And on the fourth month, if you remain on subscribe and save, your 10% discount jumps to 20%. And we always have, like right now, we have incredible bundles with our new restored sleep product. So if that's a product you are interested in getting, I don't know if we have a slide on that here, Denise, but get with the person that invited you and we can share those sale bundles. And right now they're also including a sleep mask while supplies last, an eye sleep mask, which is really nice. And the peak performance basically is one of everything. That's what I started with. That's what Denise started. That's a lot of us on this that are in the an affiliate of the company that we use. And we have, as a customer, you can save 10% on your first order that we will share with you, whoever invited you to the call. Plus, you will get $10 codes that you can share with all your friends and family, and you'll receive $10 back in product credit for everyone who orders. It's over a $99. So that is a great way to receive product credit to apply that towards your purchases. So a great way to save money.
Yeah, I love that. So just to recap, if you buy in a bundle, you save because the bundles they give a discount to. Put it
Mhm.
on subscription, you save up to additional 20% and get free shipping. And then of course we have these promotions going on for Black November. And your friend's going to give you a special code. If it's your first order over 100, you get $10 off. And then you can earn free product credit too. It's free. You can share a code however you want. You do it all the time. You get emails from Gap and Old Navy and JCPenney, all the places. Um, but you'll get product credit for them as well. Now,
And
if
on the
you're the, go ahead.
and on the collections right now, you get a beautiful, your first order, you get a beautiful glass water bottle with a bamboo lid. It is gorgeous. I am obsessed. I think I have three of them right now. So that's just another added perk if you buy one of the bundles, either the mind and metabolism or the metabol. Why can I say it?
Metabolic, muscle and
Metabolic,
metabolic.
muscle and metabolic. Yes. Okay. Thank
Uh,
you.
It's okay. I mean, the focus is probably wearing off for both of us tonight. It does last all day, but it is the end of the day. We're really appreciative of you guys being here, and I do want to share just one more thing with you. Now, for me, as a mom, as a health coach, one of the reasons I became a health coach is because I was on my own health journey and I wanted to inspire other people. So, I decided to be an affiliate with, it was another wellness company at the time, but you can do the same thing here at Make Wellness. So if you're sitting there going, okay, my mom and my sister need this, well, use the friend code and just get some free product, right? Just share it with your mom and your sister. But if you're thinking my mom and my brother and my sister and my aunt and my doctor and my neighbor, and you're like thinking, I got like 5, 10 people I want to share this with, you may want to become an affiliate. Now, it's a little bit different than what you think in your network marketing businesses because this is free. You get to join as an affiliate for free. You get a website, you get an app, you get training, and it's all free. And then you have an option as an affiliate to buy what we call a launch box. It gives you all 7 products and unlocks a lot of bells and whistles and an opportunity to earn a trip, gift cards, luxury things. Like it just makes it fun to share as well, but you'll also earn commission. So you'll earn free product credits, you'll earn commission, and you have guaranteed levels. You sell so much, you make so much. And you get paid daily. If someone orders from you tomorrow, you get paid tomorrow, which is really nice. And there's no requirement that you ever have to build team to get top commission level in this. So it's just based on your own efforts that you want to do. If you like building team and that's something you want to do, you can. It's totally up to you. So here's what I would say. Your steps would be step 1, connect with the person that invited you and at least get your $10 off code for joining us tonight and ask about those Black November deals. This mask is actually really, really nice, you guys. It's super high quality. Yes, I have one. Um, if you have like extensions on your lashes too, it's like indented, so you'll be fine wearing it even with those. It's super high quality. It's adjustable. I love it. It's super fun. So ask about that because here's what I would truly recommend. Get the bundle on Black November that's fit, lean, and restored. It's nearly $100 off after all the savings. And because it's our Black November, when you put it on subscription, you're locked in for life with the Black November pricing. So why wouldn't you want to save all of that for life on your product? If you don't like it, cancel it. In fact, they have a 60-day money back satisfaction guarantee. So there's no risk here at all. So step one, contact the person. Step two, invite people to the next call. Like, even if it's just you want to just use the customer share program, let them know that they're going to be another call. You heard something that was like inspiring or hopeful for them, and you think they might be interested in it. Is there any way they can jump on a call with you Thursday, December 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern? And then we'll just remind them. So thank you so much for being on. We're so glad that you're here. We hope that this gave you hope that you can live strong, lean, fit, energized, and focused, my friend. Thanks again so much for joining us. I am going to go ahead and stop the recording for us, Bonnie.